All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Connected Community Health Support. My name is Jacob, and I will be your host for today's workout, which is day 99 of our full body exercise program for weight loss. And so, if you're just finding us for the first time, maybe watching this recorded, wondering what we're doing here, well, our goal is to make health and fitness more accessible through a variety of services such as this bodyweight exercise stream, free health coaching, virtual personal training, in-home personal training, you name it. Also, lots of free information on our blogs and social media as well, so you can always check that out through the link tree in our bio. But today's workout is today's focus is just getting some good movement and getting a good workout. Good morning, happy face, good to see you. How much does a hipster weigh in Instagram? I love a happy face. Thank you for the jokes here in the morning. Always a great start to the day. So, sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought a little bit. Easily distracted. But, so this is our full body exercise program, day 99. Whether you're intimidated by that gym environment, don't want to spend the money, maybe you don't have that transportation to the gym, that's why we are providing a workout that can be done all from the comfort of your own home with no equipment necessary. And the best thing about it all, you only need a half an hour of free time if you want to get a good workout in this morning. And I know it says day 99 up there, but I promise we have variations in this workout for everybody, whether you started a year ago or you're just joining in for the first time today. We're going to have some variations that everybody can, get down with. We're going to have a good time, get a good workout in. And, best part about it is we're doing movement patterns that are going to benefit you and how you move throughout the day. A lot of these are transferable to skills you do in everyday life. So what more could you ask for? You're getting good movement in, burning calories, building muscle, losing weight, all that good stuff all together. Spent my workout in the garden yesterday, getting it ready for winter. Lots of hinge movement. Yeah, I don't know about you. Fourth, good to see you as well. I don't know about you all, but I know here in New York we get a lot of snow. So getting that hinge pattern down before you got to start shoveling your driveway can be very beneficial because I could even notice myself, if I don't shovel with good form, I always feel it in my low back after shoveling the driveway. But, if you get into that good hinge pattern, use the hips, use the core, it's a fantastic workout. It just can, without the right form, it can be targeting a lot of the wrong muscles or just compensating using that low back. At least that's what I do. Maybe not the same for everybody. Yeah, that's awesome. Natural movement working in the garden. You can't get much better than that, especially getting that movement in outside. I'm a big fan of that as well. Especially same thing, winter coming up, getting as much time outdoors, enjoying that good sunlight as much as you can before it starts getting too cold to go out there. So been rambling a little bit. It was good catching up with you all. Good seeing you all in the chat. Thank you for coming in as always. And I hope you're feeling good because we got another good workout in here today. I'm pretty excited for it. I got a really good workout in here last time, and in my opinion, I was sweating pretty good. I was definitely getting the heart rate up, and I really like the challenge of these moves as well. Some interesting new things in here, like the hollow body holds, some other things. So without further ado, I know I'm already getting into the stream a little bit late this morning. I apologize. So we'll cut right to the chase. We'll start getting things going. So 45 minutes of work. 45 minutes of work. That would be a terrible workout. Yeah, 45 minutes of work, 15 seconds of rest. 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds rest. 8 exercises, 3 times through. Let's get to it, everybody. But first, and most importantly, you got to get a good warm-up in here first. So follow along with me. Let's get a quick 3-minute warm-up in here. So let me make sure the timer's not on and blast in your ears. And let's get to it. So first move, we're just going to be getting the arms moving, getting the shoulders. But been enjoying starting off with this one. Just going to get the body loose, letting the arms do what they want to do. Get them swinging. Something about just kind of some dynamic movement Always feels good to me. Just keep moving through this a few more. Same thing, just kind of letting them shake out. All right, now let's get the hips moving real quick. Do some leg swings. Always love getting these ones in. Gotta get the hips ready. A lot of hinging. And same thing, I know in this week we're moving into some more of those bent over position exercises, which, I do really enjoy. I think they can add a little bit of intensity to these exercises. I'm going to be switching sides because, you're kind of, working multiple muscles at once when you're doing these, these bent over rows. You're going to have to maintain, your posture with all these leg muscles, with the core, keeping a flat back. And you're obviously also going to be doing things with your arms, working on those pulling, pushing motions and things like that. So a lot of things going on at once with a lot of these moves. So that's why we always have to get the full body warmed up. I think it's important to be doing exercises that work the full body because, hey, what is life? Everything is full body. How many times in life do you, just do a bicep curl besides just in the gym? Not saying they're bad exercise, but you see what I'm saying. All right. We're going to get the hamstrings going a little bit. Curling the leg up to the glute. Get those hamstrings woken up. Maybe you're just getting up now. Maybe you're catching this on a lunch break. Maybe you're in a completely different time zone. And this is not even the morning. Maybe you're watching this in the middle of the night. Who knows? But we're still going to get a good workout in here. All right. Switching on to the other side. I'm going to make sure we get the hips nice and warmed up here. Then we're going to go 2 more upper body warm-ups, and then we'll get right into the business. All right, so one more. Let's finish getting these hips. We're going to be going leg out to the side. You can do this standing like so, or you can grab onto the wall for these ones as well. Let's just get a few each side, get that side of the hip. That glute medius warmed up. And now let's go to the other side. Hips are waking up. I'm feeling it. It does take me a little bit longer here in the mornings to get things warmed up, but I'm feeling good. It's also a little bit cold here in New York, so the hat and overshirt definitely help getting the body warmed up. But let's work with just a few more upper body. Let's work with those T-spine rotations. The timer is going. I need to stop that. Okay. Let's work with those T-spine rotations. So this is going to be the ones hands out in front. Open up the chest. And come back. And then a little bit of a combo move. You're getting that shoulder circle. And getting that T-spine rotation, both and together. A little bit of a combo move, a little bit more bang for your buck because hitting multiple muscles here at once. And I know everybody wants to warm up to be sped up a little bit. I used to hate warming up, and then I realized it was probably a large part due to my injuries. I kid you not. When I first started exercising, I used to do the P90X by Tony Horton. And they would always have a 15-minute warm-up before the exercise was done with that. They had a 15-minute warm-up, and I would literally sit on the couch while the warm-up was going and wait for the warm-up to be over and then join in with the workout. So definitely not good. Don't do what I was doing. That's why we spent some good time making sure we get everything warmed up here before the workout. So let's finish up with some small arm circles. Just moving the arms forward, pretending like you're drawing a small circle in the air here. Just kind of let the shoulder do what it wants to do. Remember, a burn is good here, but pain is bad. If this is bothering the shoulder, feeling uncomfortable in any way, don't want to continue with that. Maybe you got to bring the range of motion down. Maybe you're just going to scrap this one all together. You gotta do what's best for you, but working out should not be painful. All right, now let's open them wide, real nice and wide here. Last move. Great job, everybody. Come on, let's finish up here. A few circles. Let's go the other way. 5 more big circles. All right, great job, everybody. So, feeling good with that one. I know I'm feeling good. I'm feeling warmed up and ready for this workout, so I hope you are as well. And one thing to keep in mind, remember 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds rest, it's going to go by pretty quick. You're not going to have a whole lot of time to transition into that next move. I'm going to do as best I can to demonstrate it so you all know what's going on. But that's why we got that list on the bottom, because sometimes I might be talking, finishing up the move. I'll do my best to demo, but we might have to kind of jump into it real quick. So first move we got on the list. Take my keys out of my pocket. We got floor touch, reaching down to the floor and coming back up. But you got to pick that box up off the ground. Try to keep that flat back. And remember, try to keep those hands on the hips. This could be a good way to find that flat back position. And same thing, you're just reaching down to the comfortable point. And without further ado, we're going to get this show rolling in 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. Bending over and standing up, reaching down to the ground. Call it a deadlift, call it a floor touch, whatever you want. That is how that is defined in the research, is being able to dissociate your lower body from your upper body. So can you bend at the hips while still keeping your torso nice and upright? Same thing, maybe your range of motion isn't feeling as good. On this first set, don't worry about it. We might still be getting things warmed up a little bit here. But great job. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, we got 15 seconds. We got our alternating bent over row. So we're going to be in this bent over position. Similar to that hinge, start with 1 up, alternating 1 at a time, keeping 1 up. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. So 1 up the whole time, keeping that time under tension. Rolling the arm going to show from the side. Another important thing to keep out here is that you're not going really far past. You want to keep that elbow right to the side. Drive it low as possible. Same thing, aiming for parallel with the shoulder. Good work, everybody. Keep it up. Another thing here, if this is feeling a little bit too difficult, you can always put one hand here, go one arm at a time. Support the body, nothing wrong with that at all. We're done in 3, 2, 1, and great job. We got front raise, lateral raise, up in the front, out to the side, alternating each rep. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. Just moving through this range of motion. Out in front, out to the side. Getting those shoulders move. Nice classic exercise here. One of my favorites back in the day. This can be a little bit iffy with a lot of weight here, but nothing wrong with doing this with body weight, or maybe if you're using some light weights here. I'm only worried just because in this motion here in the front, we don't have a lot of stability here in the shoulder. So if you're doing that with a lot of weight, could be compensating a little bit, might be using the shoulder a little funky. But those front and side raises are done. We got our hollow body hold. I'm just going to pause this real quick so you can see our variations. So you got one variation, you're going to be leaning into the wall. I know it's kind of hard to see from back there. So from the side, you're going to be leaning into the wall, one knee up, and you're just going to be holding. Should be feeling the hips, core, arms, all that good stuff. You also have a grounded variation, which would involve being right here on the ground. You're going to have the legs up. Try to keep the low back on the ground. It's like you're reaching for your toes for those whole 45 seconds. Don't feel like you have to go the whole time. You can take breaks as you go. 45 seconds of hollow bodies, very difficult. So we're going to get going in 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. All right, so I'm reaching to my toes, actively reaching. Feel the core working that whole time. Same thing, you want to keep those airways open, be able to still breathe. This whole exercise, you can see, wouldn't be able to talk if I was holding my breath here. This is actually a good way that I learned to keep the airways open while I'm still working on core, so I didn't just, hold your breath, tighten everything up. I was actually with a trainer, a very influential trainer for me, and he said, "Hey, tell me about your day," while I was doing a core exercise. And he's like, it's been hard to hold my breath ever since that, doing the core. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. Great job. So we got lateral squat coming up next. Great job on the hollow body. So lateral squat, coming side to side like you're sitting in a chair with one leg. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. Going side to side. Just like we're sitting in that chair, a little bit different. Working on the hip in a little bit different range of motion here. Good work. Halfway done with this exercise here. Great job, everybody. 15 seconds. There you go. Great job. 3, 2, 1, and done. Good work. We got our push-up / fly. Remember, our fly, you're going to be laying on your back, just opening the arms up, coming together. If we're going for the push-up variation, you can be doing this from the wall, from the edge of the couch, from your knees, from your hands. You choose the variation that works good for you. So, the next move we got coming up, we have the push-ups. Sorry, the timer. It's not cooperating. So push-ups, flies, choose one that works for you. We're going 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. I'm going to be going for the push-up variation. Remember, if you feel like you're not ready for the full push-up yet, you can also hold at these bottom positions. Maybe even hold at the halfway. Maybe you just hold at the top. You're still going to be working a lot of those same muscles. So this can help transfer strength and make things eventually easier to get that pull-up or push-up done. You got 15 seconds. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job with that. We got our alternating shoulder extension coming up next. This is going to be from our bent over position. We got thumb up, palm up, alternating each time from that bent over position. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. This is the alternating shoulder extension. The same thing, just like that other bent over move. It's feeling difficult to hold this position. You could go one hand on the knee. Same thing, maybe get 1 or 2 reps. Then switch sides. Nothing wrong with that. You're still getting those same muscles working, same motion. You just got to do it in the variation that's feeling good for you. Getting that good shoulder flexion and extension. Important motions for the shoulders. Here you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and great job. Our last move before we take it back from the top, we got our high knees. So you're just going to be keeping it going in place. Use the pace that's comfortable for you. Maybe you're marching here. Maybe you're really going to get it up for those 45. We get ready. We're going 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. Same thing, go at a pace that's comfortable for you. You want to challenge yourself But keep in mind, we still got 2 more full rounds after this. So, you don't want to burn out all your energy now. So pick a good, comfortable pace. If you're worried about the bounce here, you can always grab onto the wall. Great variation here, and still able to get that movement while getting all the important aspects of it, getting the hip, core, stability, all this good stuff. We got 10 more seconds here, and then we are back up at the top. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. So we're getting back up to the top here in 1 second. Sorry, technical difficulties. So, all right, sorry about that. All right, so back up to the top. Still got a little bit. Grabbing a drink real quick. All right, now let's get back to it. We got floor touch coming up. We got 10 seconds. We gave it a little bit longer here. But get ready. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the ground. Come back up. 45 seconds. And I don't know about you all watching. I can say, after getting that first set in, it's feeling a lot smoother here through this second round already. At least with this hinge pattern. Same thing. Sometimes it's difficult. It's the first move here. Maybe we're still kind of warming up a little bit. But, I can say, once you kind of get that set going, get the blood flowing a little bit, this hinge feels a lot better. At least in my opinion. You definitely try to get that going during the warm-up. But, normally we only have about, 3 to 5 minutes allocated in here. Normally for myself, I usually more in that 10 to 15 range, just not really, accessible here with this type of workout. And a lot of these, do transfer to everyday life. So, not saying they don't need a warm-up, but these skills that you might be doing, without a warm-up daily regardless. So, bent over row coming up in 3, 2, 1. And let's begin. Remember, 1 arm at a time. You're keeping 1 up in that row position. Good work, everybody. Let's keep it steady. Pace yourself. This is a tough move. Remember, you can still, nothing wrong with this at all. You're still getting that motion 1 arm at a time. Support yourself. I know that can be pretty difficult on the lower body. That's why you got to listen to your own body, see what variation works for you. If you still feel like you're challenging yourself, and that's really what matters. And hey, maybe you're even switching between those variations. Maybe you get to feel like that. You start fatiguing a little bit. And then you start going the other way a little bit. Nothing wrong with that at all. Great job with that. Front lateral raise. Coming up in 10 seconds. Just bringing shoulder out in front, shoulder out to the side. Don't make it too complicated. 3, 2, 1. And let's begin. Good work, everybody. 15 seconds down, 30 more to go. Cruising right along here. Friday morning, day 99. Can you believe that? Lucky Adam's going to be hitting you guys with session 100 coming up Monday morning. Can't believe it's been this long already. Great job, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Next move, we got hollow body hold. So remember, if you use your left leg, the other time use the right leg. This time, the further you are from the wall, the harder it's going to be. Or you can go with that dead bug or with variation from the ground. But we're going 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. I'm going to be just doing this variation. Not that I don't think this one is good, but because I kind of have my back turned anyways and probably can't even tell what's going on. So might as well do the one where you guys can actually see what I'm doing, right? Remember, you want to be actively reaching towards your toes the whole time, like you're trying to get to your heels, but you just can't. It's going to force you to keep that core contracted the whole time. You got 15 more seconds. Keep breathing. Keep holding if you can. Good work. Here we go. Final stretch right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are done. Hollow body holds are done. We got lateral squats coming up here in 10 seconds. Remember, with these lateral squats, coming side to side. If those aren't feeling comfortable for you, we can just do some body weight squats and like you're sitting in a chair. Standing up, we're going in 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. Moving side to side, loading into that hip. The same thing if you're going with a body weight squat variation. Remember, sitting to standing is a great variation here. As you can see, looks pretty dang similar to a squat sitting and standing. So great variation, work a lot of those same muscle groups. Just choose that variation that's feeling good, that's working for you on that day. Maybe last session it was a different variation. Maybe it's a little bit different today. Nothing wrong with that. You got to play things by ear, listen to your body. 3, 2, 1. Great job. We got our push-up / our fly. Hold on, so we got a comment in the chat. How about on back? How do you keep from straining your neck? I was holding mine, which adjusted my shape. Do you mean in the, hold on, sorry, pause it. You mean in the hollow body hold, specifically happy face? I'm going to get back to your question in the next seconds. I know it's a little bit delayed, but we got our push-up and our fly coming up next. Choose your variation. I'm going to go with the fly. We're going to 3, 2, 1, and begin. So, I'm just opening the arms. I'm coming back up here with this fly variation. Same thing. We are in a 5-day-a-week pattern. So if you've been getting a lot of push-ups here in the program all week, maybe you're feeling a little bit sore, this is a good alternative. Still working these muscles, but a little bit less intensity. Great job. You got 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. So after that, we got our alternating shoulder extension and high knees. Now we're back up at the top for the last round. Alternating shoulder extensions coming in 3, 2, 1. And let's begin. Alternating one at a time. When one comes up, the other one starts going back. Thumb up, palm up. Remember, you can modify. You can go one arm at a time. Nothing wrong with that at all. Good work. You have 15 more seconds. Finish strong here. Great job. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right. Really, really good job there. We got our high knees, last move here, and we're back up to the top. So choose your pace. We're going to get going in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Get those knees up. Maybe you're just keeping them low, marching in place. Nothing wrong with that. Just keep that body moving those whole 45 seconds. Keep that heart rate up. And same thing, you can go with the high knees here. You can go from the wall. Maybe you're really feeling like bringing up intensity. You're going to kind of jog in place almost. You got to choose what works right for you. My ankles were cracking a lot just doing those high knees fast. So I'm going to keep this as a good pace for me. I don't think my ankles are ready for that. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And great job. Back to the top. One more time through everything. Let's finish strong here. We got floor touch coming up first. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's begin. Reaching down to the ground, coming back up. Great work, everybody. Reaching down to the ground, pretend like you got that big box on the ground you're picking up. Great job, everybody. Don't get much break here. We just keep moving through. 15 seconds of rest. Pretty much working this whole entire time here in this half hour. Good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Alternate bent over rows. You got about 10 more seconds. So remember, anything going to be in that bent over position. One arm at a time, one staying up the whole time. So we're going 3, 2, 1, and begin. Get those shoulders working. Definitely getting the legs working, getting the core working. All that good stuff. There you go. Keep it up. 20 more seconds. There you go. Finish strong here. 10 to go. Here you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. So I want to see. I just didn't miss a comment. All right. So we got our front / lateral raise coming up next. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. Front raise and lateral raise. Just moving through the pace that's comfortable for you. Maybe flying a little bit faster through here. Maybe going a little bit slower, working on the form. Maybe you're going to add a little, 1 second hold. Here, get a little bit more intensity. You can also kind of just swing them up. There's no really right or wrong way. You just got to do what's feeling good, what's working for you today. Obviously, getting a little bit of momentum with the swing will make it a little bit easier. And the hold will make it a little bit harder. 3, 2, 1, and great job. Hollow body hold. Coming up next, I'm not sure if this is exactly what you were talking about, happy face with the neck position. But I kind of just tuck my chin to my chest. I don't know if that bothers you or not, but we're going in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Like right here on the back. Maybe this does strain the neck. You can also maybe, I think it's the closer you get up where you can kind of keep the head, vertical a little bit. The same thing I can see when you're kind of leaning back. If the head's back too far, you could definitely strain the neck. So that's why I kind of tuck the chin, tuck the head down as I'm kind of reaching to the toes here. Keep working, everybody. You got 15 more seconds. Great work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. So let me see. I just saw it come in. Put your heels together during races and feel like a dancer. I love it. All right, we got our push-up. Oh, we got our squat. Coming up 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. Sorry, I don't got a lot of time going into these next ones. We're keeping it on track today. Trying to, at least. Side to side. Great job here, everybody. Halfway done with this one. Got 3 more moves out of this. We're in the home stretch right now. Good work. 10 seconds. Let's finish strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Got our push-up / fly. I'm going to be going with a push-up this time. Choose that variation that works for you. We're starting here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin. Finish strong here, 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and done. 2 more moves, alternating shoulder extensions, high knees. What you got left in the tank here? 2 more moves. You don't have to pace yourself as much. So got 1 more after this, but maybe you can go a little bit harder this round. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Challenge yourself here at the end. Don't leave anything in the tank. Great job, everybody. Keep it up here. Finish these last 2 moves strong. Great job. Come on, 15 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and done. High knees. Last move. Burn out a little bit here. Challenge yourself. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's get them up. High knees. 15 seconds. Go at 15 seconds. 45 seconds. Go at your pace. Come on, great job, everybody. 30 to go. Let's get through this together. Come on. Remember, choose. Maybe you want to just keep them low. Maybe you're not feeling like you have that hip range of motion. Don't worry about that. You can keep them low. Maybe you want to go real high. Use the wall. Doesn't matter to me. Just keep them moving. For these last 5 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And great job. That is it for the workout. Everybody get a quick drink. We're going to go into the cool down here in a second. Great workout. Good job, everybody. So as get things cooled down similar to the way we warmed them up. Love doing these after the workout, especially after getting some of those push-ups in. Just open out chest, the back, getting some shoulder movement. Great job here, everybody. All right, now we're going to go to some standing prone swimmers. So you're going to have one arm behind the back, one here behind the head, and you're pretty much just going to be switching positions like so. A little bit weird, but getting some great motion in the shoulder. Really love this move, especially after doing some pushing and some pulling. It can be a little bit more difficult because, muscles are a little bit fatigued and a little bit short in state. That's why it's good to restore this range of motion post-workout. Make sure our shoulders are moving nice and smooth throughout the day. We're going to get a few more in here. I know this kind of feels like a workout a little bit. You just want to make sure those shoulders are staying nice and healthy. Last one. Good work. Shake things out a little bit. Let's get the legs swinging now. Keep it moving, everybody. You get a few more swings here. Then we're going to switch up the legs. Great job, everybody. cooling things down. Remember, that recovery phase is where you're going to start building muscle. That's where you're going to make those gains. So we want to get ourselves in that recovery state, cool things down. So our body's not going through the next portion of the day feeling like we're still in a work. I've got to bring that heart rate down, get ourselves ready to recover. So we got those hips swinging. We're going to show another one. This one's got 2 variations. I've seen this one a few times, I am sure. So one variation, you could be sitting down, just extending that leg out as far as what's comfortable, just getting some knee movement. Or we can also do the same move from the ground, just extending the leg. You're going to have to go against gravity a little bit here. Choose that variation that works for you. Going for about 10 to 12 each side. All right, I'm switching legs. Then we're going to be working on the hamstrings quick after that. And we'll finish with some breathing exercise. And now, same thing. We're going to be, wow, my camera got really dark. You just can't see anything, can you? I don't know why it does that. But we're going to be working, all I guess you can do is standing up. Don't have to do this one, I guess. Yeah, let's just do it standing up. So you can actually see. Not much better. I don't know what happened to the lighting, but same thing, kind of like those leg swings that we're just curling the hamstring up, restoring that range of motion. Good work. Going with the other leg now. Not really the same thing as a leg swing. We're just doing knee flexion, bending at the knee. Good work. All right, and for our last move, let's finish up with some deep breathing. Let's take some deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Blow that air out. Let's try to take 10 good deep breaths while I talk to you a little bit about our quote of the week, our topic of the week. Hopefully, you can be able to see me a little bit better. Why is it so dark? That's not good. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I guess I just have to back up. All right, so hopefully this isn't too bad. I know I'm very dark here for some reason. I do got to get a better camera one of these days. So our quote of the week: success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is a courage to continue. That counts. That's our quote of the week, talking about how, having that mindset to keep pushing forward, even when things are looking good, when things are looking bad. That's what true courage is. That's what real strength is to find that drive to keep moving forward, whether you're applying that to your diet, to your exercise, to your work, whatever it may be. When the going gets tough, you got to get going. So keep that in mind. You got to keep pushing forward. I know things can be very tough. It's definitely easier said than done. But, you don't want to accept defeat mentally. You want to keep going forward, even in the face of failures, even in the face of success, just keeping things moving. So just want to bring attention to that because I think it's a really good, important quote of the week. And now we talked a little bit about binge eating disorder, body dysmorphia. Adam talked about anorexia a little bit. And now here in today's stream, we're actually going to be talking about an eating disorder that, is fairly overlooked, is fairly uncommon, and often may potentially misdiagnosed with other things. And this is avoidant or restrictive food intake disorder. For those of you who have may not heard of this, I actually didn't learn about this until last year, actually, in my principles of exercise physiology class in college. And so this is classified as an apparent lack of interest in eating food or the avoidance of food based on sensory characteristics. So, maybe something like, people who might not eat a food because of the texture, maybe something like applesauce or something. If even some people I've heard, things like Jellos or something like that. It's okay to, not enjoy a texture of a food. But, some people will completely avoid certain textures, certain foods that actually might be beneficial for them. I mean, maybe if you don't like the, texture of ice cream or something like that, that might be helping you. I kind of wish I didn't like the texture of ice cream. Maybe I wouldn't be eating so much. But, it's something about just going along those lines of, when is this going to become an issue? How having an avoidant or food restrictive eating disorder could, be getting in the way of how you eat or even your nutritional aspect, because sometimes maybe you're avoiding foods that are very, important for your nutrition. So some of the behavioral symptoms that are associated with this, being able to kind of diagnose this from a behavioral standpoint, sometimes you will see, dramatic weight loss, um, maybe dressing in layers to hide weight loss or stay warm. Occasionally, there are reports of constipation, abdominal pain, cold intolerance, and then, some gastrointestinal issues, maybe constantly getting the upset stomachs. And as far as, as far as like the food restrictions, it's not just, avoiding a certain type of food, like you just don't enjoy it. Might be, not eating a whole, group of foods because you don't like the textures of them. And maybe it's almost like a psychological thing where sometimes you feel there's a fear of choking, there's a loss of, appetite when seeing these foods. And then same thing, it can also go into, having really narrowing down your food groups over a small portion of time is when this really becomes an issue. Say, you are feeling like the textures and, certain foods, you just really kind of, turn off your appetite and things of that nature. How when maybe there's only specific foods that you will eat, how narrowing down that food selection can definitely have some negative impacts. And like I kind of mentioned, this never usually, it's not, usually the people that have this disorder are not, doing this for a, physique standpoint. They usually do not have any concern about their, being overweight or underweight. They're usually people that are satisfied with, their body, but they're just having, bad eating habits. So same thing, it can go often misdiagnosed because some of these symptoms can be kind of vague. So some of those physical symptoms, you might be having dry and brittle nails, dry skin, sleep problems, dizziness, stomach cramps, acid reflux, things like that. And also, as far as women, there sometimes have been reported menstrual irregularities, from which oftentimes is believed to not be due to, not getting that wide variety of nutrients, getting all those different food groups in. If you're maybe potentially avoiding whole food groups because of these issues. And so right now, kind of this week, I know I'm like I've kind of mentioned in the past, I'm not going to be the one to sit here and tell you what you need to do to help yourself with these avoidant and food restriction order. I'm not certified to be giving you that kind of reference. This is more so we can bring you awareness, so you can ask yourself, when do I need to refer out? That's something Seth talked about on his stream on Wednesday. So that's why we've kind of been breaking down some of these things about some of these eating disorders. So maybe somebody out there is listening to this and you say, I think I have that. Maybe I should go to a doctor and try to get to the bottom of that. I mentioned it previously in my last stream, in the book of But the Body Keeps the Score. They talk about how almost 1/3 of eating issues, eating disorders, is caused by a traumatic past experience, an event in their life that caused them to build a specific relationship with food. So just trying to bring awareness to some of these factors that might influence these eating disorders, give you a little bit idea of what are the symptoms so you can try to ask these questions for yourself. And of course, there will be a more in-depth write-up coming up here on the blog the next coming weeks. This was the nutrition pillar this week, so we're just kind of breaking down some eating disorders. And we're also going to have a pretty cool video on social media. We got a nice chicken recipe and even a roasted root vegetable recipe coming up on social media later on today. So you're not going to want to miss that out. So if you don't want to miss that, you might want to check out our website here at connecttochs.com, or you can check out the link tree in our bio, find all the links to our social media. So for those of you who have been here watching this morning, maybe watching this live, watching this recorded, I thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Have a lot of fun doing these streams. I'm glad you all could make it here, and I hope you could all get something out of it, whether it was, me rambling here at the end or you just got a good workout in today. Yeah, really good workout. I got a good sweat in. I'm feeling good. Best cup, as they say, the best cup of coffee here is some exercise, and can't argue with that. Might be a little bit harder to get started with the exercise than it is with a cup of coffee, but by the time you got the blood flowing, all these chemicals flooding throughout your body from getting your heart rate up, you're feeling pretty awake after. At least I know myself. So with that being said, I know I've been rambling a little bit. I would start the stream a little bit later today, which I apologize, but let's see. Just forced to mention thanks. Yeah, I love being here. So thank you all for coming. So glad you all enjoyed. Glad you all got something out of this today. But with that being said, I will be signing off here shortly. I'm going to stick around for a little bit in case anybody has any comments, questions, concerns, any of that good stuff. I'm happy to help you out, answer some questions, or maybe you got something specifically that you don't feel like talking about here in the comments in the chat. Send us a message on social media, send us an email. We're more than happy to help. That's why we're doing this. We just want to make health and fitness more accessible. We don't think, oftentimes health and fitness, even personal training, is treated like a luxury. It's something that, it's a bonus. You need to kind of have a little bit of money to do. And I really don't think that should be the case. I really do think fitness, exercise is an essential part of your overall health. I think kind of the main three things, in my opinion, is, that nutrition, exercise, sleep, the trinity right there between those three things can dramatically improve your health, getting these things. So that's why we're doing this. We want to make things, free, affordable, and, get people to do something that shouldn't be a luxury, that should be commonplace. So I know it's easier said than done, but we're here together. We're getting the work in. All you got to do, show up here with me, live or recorded. We're going to get a good workout in together. If I'm here, you're here. We got to hold each other accountable. It's even interesting enough for me that, I've been slacking a little bit on the cardio exercise. I usually do a little bit more, power training and hypertrophy type stuff. And, now getting into some more cardio-based, heart rate stuff, it's really even just been very beneficial for me. I mean, we're 99 days in. It's definitely been helping, in my opinion. So with that being said, really good workout again today. Thank you all for being here. I will be having to cut out here, but thank you again. Thanks. Helped loosen the tight muscles in my legs. Awesome. That's what we're here for. I'm glad things are feeling good for you. So yeah, thank you all again. Appreciate you all. And day 100 coming up. You don't want to miss that out. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern time. Tuesday, Thursday, 12 p.m. So with that being said, thank you all. I hope you all enjoy your weekend. Have a great rest of the day. Jacob signing out.